Hey everyone, it's Nate the Vinyl Guide, and I am here in rainy/sunny California, and I have just picked up a heap of records that I need to get home. Now, I'm always record shopping no matter where I go, and I'm always facing the challenge, how do I get a stack of records back home safely in my luggage? Well, good news folks. Today I'm going to do a quick tutorial on how to package them so you can put them in your luggage and make sure they arrive home safely. Ready? Let's go. Alright, so the first thing you want to do is be able to get a bunch of these sort of cardboard boxes. They give these for free at like FedEx or the United States Postal Service. These medium ones are about the right exact size to be able to put records in. What you want to do is fold them up, and you'll sit your records inside those. Now I already have one that's already pre-folded and bent the right way, so this should be suitable for our demonstration. Also what you want to do is you want to get some of these bags, right? Because you want to put your records, approximately 15 at a time, inside these bags, because this is what's going to be the protective coating for them. Okay? So once you have about 15 records, stick them inside one of these bags, and you seal them up like this. Alright, so I've got the record bag inside there. Put a little piece of tape to make sure this flap is folded over. And now I will shut the bag, shut the box. What I can do is then take off these sort of adhesive strips. Seal that up. Over here, another adhesive strip. Seal that up. And there you go. Your records are safe inside this box. Now what you want to do is make sure that they don't move around that much. I just made a mistake. I need to put a few more records in here. I got room for a few more records to make sure that this is nice and solid. So let me do that and I'll be right back. Alright, so I've added a few extra records to take in that excess space. And if you find yourself not having enough records to pack these, you can always stick some of these cardboard separators in here, or you've got things like the bubble wrap. So fortunately I have plenty of records to stick in one of these, which is what I did. So I bent these to kind of give it a little bit of pliability, and then I just wrap them over and cover this very top bit. Now you're not going to get a flush surface here, you're going to get a bit of a round bit, but again that's going to protect your records during their transit. And then I just get a little bit of tape, keep it down, and then I seal it up across not only the top, but across the sides as well. Just in case these things think about bursting open, I tape these down as well. So you want to make sure your boxes, all the delicate joints are taken care of, and then you tape these, what I call the ears. You tape these ears down, and this will give you the final bit of protection, so your record box is nice and solid. There you go. Now you've got all your records protected. They're not moving around at all, and they're ready to go into your luggage. Alright, so here is the inside of the suitcase. Now a lot of suitcases these days have this bar here for the handle. What I do is I take some clothes or some underwear, some t-shirts, I put them on each side of this bar to make it a little bit flush. You don't want this big bumpy thing rubbing up against your box of records. You take the records in this box, slap them in here, and fits nice and snug. What you want to do then is take other clothes, stick them around them. Make sure that there's no other jostling back and forth. You can put a couple boxes in here. I really recommend, if you're going to be doing this more than a couple of times, get yourself one of those luggage scales. They're really cheap. They're about 10 bucks, and they're so handy because you make sure that before you go to the airport you're not giving them an overweight bag. You give them an overweight bag, the price is going to go really high on your travel. So there you go. This is Nate the Vinyl Guide. This is how I pack records. I've done it dozens of times. Never had a casualty. Hope it works well for you too. And here is the recent fruits of our labor. This is a haul from a recent trip to the U.S. Just quickly doing the math, there's about 120, 140 albums there, some 7 inches and some concert photos. And these packs were distributed over about 8 different suitcases. And here's some of the suitcases here, still in various states of unpacking. If I find myself in need of a suitcase overseas, I go to a second-hand shop. And I can generally get a suitcase for $5, $10. It only really needs to make the trip once. I like to have these solid suitcases here. They needed to be somewhat protected, and once they are, they hold the records in pretty good. Now, if you're planning on doing this regularly, there's a few other investments I'd recommend you make. First off, some of these these straps you could buy for $3 to $5 at a luggage store. Sometimes they come for free inside these Goodwill ones, and they just give an extra bit of cheap insurance to make sure the contents of the bag don't fall out in transit. I also really advise you to have one of these. This is a travel scale, and it measures the weight of the bag in both pounds and kilograms, and most airlines have a limit of either 50 pounds or in some cases 70 pounds. And if your bag is even 1 pound over, they'll charge you a couple $100. So having one of these makes sure that you don't find yourself at the airport having to shell out several hundred unexpected dollars. All right, there we go. Getting records back from overseas travel and being able to do it cheaply and safely and effectively. For the Vinyl Guide, this is Nate. Thanks again for watching. Cheers.